Bless up, one and all. I have returned. Yes, indeed. It's Detroit Graham experience. So, I'm running. I hate being late for anything, even though I was only a minute late, but that's cool. I had to do some things in the background. But right now we're waiting for there we go. The credit repair show, free information, as it says. We're waiting for Mr. Darrius Casey, aka Mr. Credit, Mr. Fix Your Credit, Fix Your Life. He's going to give you some well needed free information on how to take care of your credit score, how to repair your credit score, and then just, other things to get those bad marks off your credit, right? We're going to be doing that. And that's a lot of information that most people, if they don't do their research, they wouldn't know how to find it and they'd be paying for it. But here it is, free, one more time, free, once again, free, my favorite F word, free on a Troy Graham experience. This young man who comes with a lot of knowledge in this business, and I've known him for quite some time. So we just wait for him to pop in, and we're gonna get the show rolling. All right. Excuse me, y'all. I'm here trying to eat my lunch at the same time I do my show. Hard to be a professional when you're hungry. But let me tell you what, I was so happy to catch up with this young man, 25-year-old father, super focused on what he wants to do. So I'm proud of him. And so once he gets on here, he'll give you a little bit about the bio about himself, and we will get to going. But I'm glad to actually be back on air. I really mean that. I'm happy, happy, man. I'm going to be more consistent. Take the word try out of it. I'm going to be more consistent with the programming and everything else because yes, as you all know, I do the boxing talk with Major Key Boxing, aka Bright Lights Big City. The superstar over there, right? But it's I can't. It's so toxic. Not the sport, but the whole people get to talking boxing, and the next thing is a bunch of threats and I want to see you, and it's just so toxic over there. Like last night, I was on somebody panel, and before I got my even got my words out my mouth, he's like, "Is that Troy?" Yeah, I said, "Yeah, it's Troy." And the dude said, "Oh man, I actually thought you were dead." Yeah, see that? Yeah, he actually thought I was dead. He said, "Well, somebody told me you were dead." Hmm. And that is the toxicity or however whatever the word is that I just don't want to deal with. And plus, I got a lot on my soul that I want to share. So I just can't deal with it. Now, when we book guests, like we had, if you haven't seen the show yet, please do yourself a favor and go watch the show with Joe Cortez. That gentleman is a treasure. If you don't know who Joe Cortez is, you can Google him. But he's future Hall of Fame referee, right? Man, I didn't even know the man boxed. And he managed a casino when he came from Puerto Rico. The brother is just a treasure, man, when it comes to speaking to him. His his motto or his tag is fair but firm. Don't get no better than that because that's exactly what he is. Fair but firm. I loved that interview, man. Loved it. Be more than happy to have him back on, sometime in the future. But I love that interview, man. And that's the blessing of working with Major Key because his platform is for boxing, and I love the sport. I just don't like to talk all the time. But what I do is I get I get folks over there, boxers, managers, etc., 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 etc. We talk on the back, and we're like, well, you know, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think that idea. A lot of times it boils down to just trust me. Coming from both ends, I gotta trust him. He gotta trust me because he pulls in his own people too. You know, Kelly Pavlik and some other folks. He pulled them in on that. That was him. That wasn't me. So a lot of times it's just a matter of trust when you're working with someone else, and that's a good thing we have trust. You know, just a funny story. I wanted to interview Troy Dorsey. He didn't know anything about Troy Dorsey. Nothing. He didn't know about the fights with Kevin Kelly, the fights with Paez, aka Payaso the clown, right? So, you know, he didn't know that the man threw 15 punches in one fight. That's when they were fighting 1,500 punches. Excuse me, 1,500 punches in one fight, and that's when they were doing 15 rounders. You understand me? Nonstop. Boom. Nobody really knew Troy's background, right? What's up, Major? No, let me put it in there. Nobody really knew his background, right? So, no, yeah, nobody really knew Troy Dorsey's background except me. So when you look at his record, it's kind of upside down. So we were going back and forth about it. I said, just trust me. And it was one of our best shows, man. And that's what it boils down to. You know, you just got to trust the individual you work with and allow the Lord to do the rest. And you will have great shows like we do, right? But I'm waiting for Brother Darrius here. But while I do that, let me post the link. So if anybody wants to jump on, they can jump on. So I'm about to give Brother Darrius a call, man, and find out what's up with him. Last time I spoke to the brother, he was driving home. He just him and his lady just came from having lunch and he was driving home. So hopefully he'll be here soon enough because he knows how his uncle feels. Yeah, he is my nephew. Yes, he is my nephew, and he knows how his uncle feel about lateness. You know, on time is late and early is on time. That is my motto, man. But we shall see. You know, we holding on. But while we do that, I'm gonna jump on him real quick. It's 9 minutes. Matter of fact, I just send him a text. I don't have to jump offline and do that because y'all can still hear me, hopefully. So I'll send brother a text and let him know that I am waiting on his behind. He need to come out. Come on, man. Waiting on you. I just let him know we're waiting on him. So yeah, he's gonna come on here and do what he does. And if you know what, drop in there if you have any stock questions. He definitely knows about stocks and bonds as well. What's up, Major?
What's going on? Say hi, Troy.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, nephew, what's going on with you?
So you're having fun. About to
Yeah.
speak with your member.
Yeah, he said he'll be here in 3 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, he's
All
still
right, go ahead.
driving.
Go play over there until she gets here. What's going on, man?
Oh man, I just had a thought to do a show, and I know this young man here who does credit repair, and he does stocks too, and he just happens to be my nephew. So he'll be on in 3 minutes, you know, to give some free information. My favorite F word. All right.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's the stuff that people
Yeah, that's
pay
the
for.
best price in the world, free.
Yes, sir. That's the stuff people pay for. You know, do you want to know how to fix your credit score? You want to know how to get them bad marks off your credit? You want to know anything about the stock market, how to get involved in it, how to get in it, how to make money with it, penny stocks, dollar stocks. He can tell you all about that.
No, don't do that. You're gonna drop it.
So
My bad.
man. I told him as soon as Unc gets back on his feet, I'm gonna put some money in his hand. And he's gonna make me some money.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Always invest.
Yeah, keep it at home. But how's everything going, brother?
Oh, everything's beautiful, man. I got invited to a little watch party later, man. What's call it? Let me see how many seats he got available because it's one of the homies, True CS from iTalk. Well, he's not from iTalk. He got his own channel, but he's mad cool. Yeah. So he invited me to a watch party, whatever. He's basically doing it his own private stream yard. So he's gonna like set up a live, but he's actually not going live. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. That was the cat. I think I was in the chat room and he said he's from Brooklyn. He's not from the Bronx. Is that him?
True LES. He's lived all around the no. I think that was I think that was my man's name? Kenny Cutthroat, because this dude is actually from the Lower East Side. That's what the LES stands for. True
Oh,
LES,
okay.
East Side.
Okay.
And but he lived all around the Bronx after that. Yeah.
Okay.
And mainly in Puerto Rico too. Like, you know, he lived on the Lower East Side and the Bronx and Puerto Rico. That's pretty much. But now he's in Florida.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. You can't sleep on Hector Garcia because he's a natural boxer.
Yo, I'm starting to, like, literally. I don't know if I'm getting sold wolf tickets, bro, but I'm starting to believe that. Yo, I'm starting to ride the train, bro. Like, I literally believe that he's actually stands a chance, bro.
Well, yeah. In the first couple of rounds, he does because he has the length, he has the reach. But here's the thing: we've never seen him take a punch, have we?
That's true. But what you know? But we seen Isaac Pitbull Cruz take fucking Javante's power. But Isaac Pitbull also telegraphs his punches, so he wasn't able to really catch Javante Tank Davis. So what if this guy, the Olympian, does?
They're totally different animal because one of them.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Cruz is pure, just motion, and he's explosion. Whereas Hector Garcia is timing. Timing. That's how he beat the two of the dudes. Timing. And I don't know about his punching power or anything like that. And you also don't know about his stamina when someone's just pressing you, and making you maybe work a little faster than you wanted to work, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know about all that yet. But honestly, I think this fight will go 9 to 10 rounds, man. Because it just based on the little shorts I saw on Hector Garcia. His eyes are always moving and looking for openings, and he sees it, hit it, and he moves. He don't play around. See it, hit it, move.
So what you saying? You saying you got it for Garcia in 10 rounds?
No. I see Tank getting into a tough fight. He's in for a tough fight. It's not going to be no.
On the prediction league, I predicted 6th round, right? Mm-hmm. But now I'm starting to second guess myself, because if it goes to the scorecards and it's a close fight, they're going to give it to Davis. So I'm thinking about changing my pick to a majority decision, because I think it's probably going to be a good fight. Remember, he's undefeated right now as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the dude's had over close to 400 amateur fights.
Yeah, I actually have it as a split or TKO. Yeah. So
yeah,
because you know what happened when he moved up when he fought. Who's the cat that he fought that was taller than him, and then he moved up and fought Thurman, Barrios, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Barrios's length was giving him problems, and Barrios is not that good of a boxer like this cat here. He's not. So yeah. So you're in for a good fight. It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're going to see what happens when.
And honestly speaking, I think the Rashid Ellis one might turn out to be a little good too, bro. The Venezuelan guy, even though he was he looked a little scared in the conference, to be honest with you. But Venezuelan people, they're very they have a different lifestyle completely. The mother of my first 3 kids, you know what I'm saying, which was my ex-wife, you know what I mean, my first wife, she actually is Venezuelan. You know what I mean? She was born in Caracas. Okay. So like literally, I could go over there and have like a fucking what do you call that shit? I could live there because I was married to a Venezuelan. So yeah, I met a lot of them, and a lot of cool people. You know what I'm saying? But they're very introverted. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get out to the outskirts, because I'm not saying that they all like that, but for the most part, the people there are pretty much like Argentinians. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just got a text from Joe. He said he's gonna push it on his side for me. So the show, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Shout out to Joe Chapo. Everybody go subscribe to iTalk.
Yeah, definitely iTalk, Major Key, and the Troy Graham experience.
That's it.
You get, man, you get 3 for 1 with us. Well, actually 4, but one's on vacation right now, so that's why I'm not mentioning his name, Rebel.
That's true. That's true.
But
Ladies talk as well.
yeah, I'm sorry, ladies. No, they
Put
always
you on mute
support.
for a second, all right? I'm gonna put you on mute for a second. All right.
All right. Nephew, I'm here talking to myself, man. What's up? I have faith in you, man. And yes, y'all hear me eating online. I made a pasta salad with some veggie rotini. Is that what you call it, noodle? Well, anyway, and it's delicious too. And I couldn't eat before the show. I had to eat while I'm on air. That's why I'm not on camera. I didn't want y'all to hear me eat or see me eat. But just to anybody out there that's listening or waiting, it'll be worth your while to just stick and stay because he is on his way. He just needs to get home, put his son down, and deal with his his lady, and he will be here. In all the years I've known him, he's actually never let Uncle down. And I don't see him letting me down today. So he'll be here when he gets here, and then we can really start the show. But while we're waiting for him, all I can say is this: if I had a chance to get some free information on how to repair my credit, I wouldn't have been paying all that damn money out that I did last year or 2 years ago to get my credit repaired. I would have gone to Nephew, but I didn't catch up with him till later. What's up, Boxing Lounge? So, and then with the stocks,
I bet.
Then
Yeah,
with
my
the
son
stocks,
picked up by his grandmother, so it's a beautiful thing when you get to take a nap at our age, right? In the middle of a Saturday afternoon, bro, because everybody's gone. Shit, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I was just telling the people that if I had all that knowledge about the free credit information that we should be getting pretty soon and stocks and all that, I would be further along in life, and I wouldn't still owe this credit company money, which I got involved with them 3 years ago before I knew about Nephew doing his thing.
Well, what's sad too? What's sad is that the military, since you were in the military, I'm gonna bring this up. When you're military, even though they hold you accountable for your debt, right? Because you will have a sit down if something reports negatively on your credit report in the military. I'm not sure if a lot of people know that, but they also set you up with at least the MWR, which is the morale, welfare and recreational card, which is a credit. It's a credit card, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's only allowed at the at those places that on the base for like if you want to go to a golf course or some shit like that or some shit where it's for morale, welfare, or recreation, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that accepts that card, basically it's debt. So it automatically when you sign up, one of the things that you sign up for without even knowing it is that card. And I believe they also run your credit for the AFES card, which is the one that you can use at the on base. You know what I mean? At the what do they call that shit again? I can't remember the name. But like they have like on base where you could make purchases like your groceries and stuff like that. But
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So, I forgot the name of the store that you're talking about. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Too. But yeah, like so you could use it though. Those cards you can actually use off and on base.
Really?
Dual card, yeah. You can use it on base and off base. See what I'm saying? But you get points. You get points depending on where you use it, and so those points you're able to use back to either give yourself a statement credit or send yourself a check or use it towards travel or gift cards. Just depends.
Major, Yeah, he made it, man. You know, so I'm gonna start.
So
We're
that's
gonna
what's up.
start the
I'll take
show.
the background then.
Okay, no, you can stay. You can stay because you might have some questions. But yeah, but
No, absolutely. No, I'm saying I'm gonna mute myself is what I'm saying. I'm gonna play the
okay,
background.
okay, cool. Darius, take your mic off mute, nephew. Take your mic off mute. Take your mic off mute. You you got to hit the mic. You know, you got. There you go, Darius. Darius, you on mute again? Okay, there you go. No, you still on mute, baby. You know, hit the mic icon. Hit the mic icon.
Yeah, he went off of mute for a second, like he got
Yeah.
himself for the mute, but then he put himself back on mute.
Okay,
There you
right
go.
there, Darius. Can you hear me, Darius? It was off for a second and it went back on.
Then he's
Press the
probably
one.
having a delayed reaction on his end. He's probably having like a little bit of a because sometimes it
Yeah.
happens where you press it, right? And when you press
Hmm.
it, you don't see that it changes, so you press it again. So yeah, he's going out and coming back in.
Okay, good. Well, yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once Mr. Darius Casey gets here, aka, you know, fix your credit and you know and fix your life comes back on. We'll start the show and you'll get all that free. One more time, free. Once again, free information on how to how to repair your credit, and maybe he'll talk some stocks too.
I think that's a free feature, by the way, that you can unmute. Boxing Lounge just
I think I X'd him out by mistake because he just jumped back on, but he's going to jump back on. So yeah, because I've been wanting to do this with him for a minute now, for over a year. But
yeah, but now
you
you
know what?
kicked them out, so now it's 1-1. Like who's gonna get the final score? You know
Yeah. You know who's on first, right?
what's on second?
Yeah, exactly. All right, one more time, nephew. Let's see what's going on here. Right, bam. Add to stream and Darius. Darius, I see you. Oh, you back on mute again. You were perfect for a minute. Okay, say something now. Say something. You having problems with you must be having. Yeah, he must be in a bad spot because he lives in the county, I believe. He lives in the Baltimore County. So yeah, come on, nephew. Oh, we got go to your car, Darius, because that's where your service is usually the best. So just go downstairs and sit in your car and chill there because you always get good service while you're in your car. Every time I speak to you, you're in your car. Can can I unmute him? No.
No,
Tycho
no, you see,
TV.
it's a new feature. That's what I was trying to say. Like I just found, like
Mhm.
the other day, I found out that they added that. That used to not be there.
Really?
Yeah, now you can unmute people because before you can only mute them, but you couldn't unmute them. Now you can unmute people.
What the hell? He was just here and he fell off.
Yeah, but
Uh, well, you know what? I got faith, man. I'm always gonna keep a positive attitude.
yeah, man. Well, yo, I mean, let's keep it pushing though. Like, so
Yeah.
a lot of people need to realize that if you're gonna get a credit card, you need to have a reason for your credit card. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want
Hmm.
to go into debt for no reason. So if it's about splitting payments and stuff like that, then that's a great thing. Always realize that you're going to pay interest on top of everything, unless you're paying stuff back in full by the due date. If you're a day late, then it's compounded interest from the first statement all the way up to that payment. So that means you're still going to see residual interest on your next statement as well, even if you pay one day late. And a lot of people call in confused about that. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is that that's the penalty for paying late. The bank doesn't make any money by you paying on time, only from the merchant
No.
because they get interchange fees with the merchant. And so that's why you got some stores that say, with the little brown piece of box that says no debit purchases under $5 or no debit purchases under $10. That's actually illegal in most states. You know what I'm saying? But you'd have to go through a whole process, you know what I mean, to call these people for them to investigate. You're on mute, by the way, Troy.
I
There you
know,
go.
I know, I know.
Oh no, I see. I thought you were talking. That's why it looked like you were talking.
No, no, no. I
All
was
right.
just shaking my head in agreement.
Yeah, yeah. So when you get a credit card, there's two reasons you want to get a credit card for real. Like, because you can allocate all your bills to your credit card and then pay everything in full every month, right? So it's like one payment,
That's what most
right?
people do. Yeah, that's what most
Yeah,
people do.
and which is the smartest thing to do because you're gonna get all of these uh, all of these what do you call that, points, and so you want a rewards card, a really good rewards card. So that's one of the reasons that people get credit cards. You get a really good rewards card, and so you get a bunch of rewards, but you put all your bills on that shit. And so
Right,
when it
right.
comes to you, even if you're making payments, right? Let's say one month you have a hard month or something like that, you can still make payments because it's a credit card. You're just going to pay interest. That's it, right? But it is the
Yes, sir.
smartest thing to do to get all the points because you're going to pay these bills regardless. So why not put it on a credit card and then pay it off and then get the points for it, which you can utilize later for travel, gift cards, statement credits, all that shit. You know what I mean? It's all good. But then there's the other reason, which is if you have a bunch of debt on different credit cards and stuff like that, you get a card that's good for you, like a Chase Slate card. There's no rewards on that at all, but they always offer you balance transfer, promotions. So, for example, you can transfer all of your debt onto this card, right? They'll take all of this debt up to a certain amount, whatever you get approved for, right? And then you pay 0% interest for whether it's 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, whatever whatever you get approved for, whatever promotion is going on at that time. But when you do that, you're able to carry your balance by paying it. You know what I'm saying? In intervals, and so you're making payments on it, and it's not charging you extra throughout that time. So you can chip away at it. It's a lot better. But if you need to be also careful with what type of balance transfer because some of them, if you don't pay it on time, they'll charge you from the interest from the beginning, right? Where most of them will only charge the interest on the remaining balance, whatever's there at the time that you didn't make your full payment or you didn't pay it off. By the end of that promotion, then they'll charge you whatever's remaining on interest on whatever's remaining. But some motherfuckers, like some banks, are really like tricky about that. So you just got to be careful. I can't hear you, bro. You off of mute too. No, you off of mute, but I can't hear you. Now you on mute. Yo, salute to iTalk, salute to iTalk, salute to Bruce Gas, salute to Tycho, salute to Boxing Lounge. We're over here getting the Troy Graham experience with no internet connection. You know how Troy be. You know what I'm saying? So anywho, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, if you have a credit limit, let me tell you that the wisest thing, like I said, is either to put it on a card where you can get rewards for all of your spending. They'll increase your limit. It helps you credit all that shit. And then if you ever fall into a difficult time, guess what? You already got the credit limit to help you out, where you can split the payments. Yeah, you'll pay interest. If you have to split the payments, but that's what a credit card is for. It's giving you credit. But in the meantime, you'd be surprised. You get a lot of rewards if you choose the right type of card. You don't want to choose a business card if you're not into business like that. If you don't travel a lot, don't choose a travel card. Choose a basic one. There's like the Chase Freedom card that gives you a bunch of points, gives you extra points in particular months, depending on what quarter. Same thing with the Capital One card. The Discover card, I think it is also is very competitive to the Chase Freedom. So do things like that. Bro, you're on mute, bro.
I know, Major. I'm in the background with Darrius trying to figure some things out.
Oh, my bad. Okay, all right. I thought you were still. I couldn't hear you earlier. All right. So yeah, I mean, But then, like, if you do travel for business, though, you definitely want a business card, because the business card is actually gonna take all of your transactions for the whole year and give you an itemized report. That way, you don't need an accountant to do it for you. They actually do it on, all your transactions that you put through your credit card. Not only you're earning rewards, but you'll also get itemized reports at the end of the year. So that way you can, send it to your tax preparer, so you can get the right taxes put back.
Okay,
Just make
yeah.
sure.
I just want to thank everybody that's in the chat, and thank you, Major, for holding it down while I was trying to do stuff in the background. He is trying to get on his tablet now. He's in his car trying to get on his tablet because the signal was weak in his house. So he's working on it, y'all. He's working on it, but all being well, he should be here. But Major seems to be holding it down, man. So I can always count on Major to fill in.
I know a lot about finances and shit. I mean, there's no point of working for a bank for 7 years and not knowing about the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, let me see if you can hear me now. Oh, take yourself off mute. Darrius, say something. Darrius, we can see you, but we can't hear you. Okay, say something, Darrius.
Is he on a phone, or because if he's on an actual computer?
I don't know if he's on his phone or his laptop.
Because then he want to check the volume too, just in case like he's not on mute on his laptop.
Okay, Darrius, check your volume. He's back on mute. But check your volume and all that on your phone and your laptop, and go from there. Because you right here, so it's got to be something. It's got to be something just minor. Got to be something minor. But while we wait for him, okay, Darrius, say something. Okay, Darrius, can you come on camera real quick? No, you can't. But let me shout out everybody in the chat, man. The Boxing Lounge, Tycho TV, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Much respect. iTalk, I see you in there, man. Much respect. And to the ladies at iTalk, I saw your message, and thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So as you get involved with all this social media podcasting, and you get involved with this, these things will happen. But you know what? It's going to pass, and we're going to have a good show, and you're going to get that free information, and all will be well. That's the power of positivity. It may be even no damn money yet, but it keeps me alive, and it it keeps me smiling all the time. So, you gotta use that powerful positivity, man. So next time he comes on, he'll be in the clear, and the young man will tell you all that free information. And if you want to, you could ask him some questions about stocks, because he knows about stocks too. He knows about it. Ask him about the NFL too, because he was on his way to the NFL, but then he made a detour and decided to get into business, right? And he played with Deion Sanders Jr. back in when he was in Atlanta going to private school. So it wasn't like he's a scrub or nothing like that. All right, D, we're gonna try this once again. Once again.
It should work now.
Darrius.
It should work now. There it is.
All right, brother. Thank you, Lord. Can you come on camera?
Can I? Oh man, I don't have a haircut right now.
Okay, no. Okay, well, stay where you are, because you probably look like your uncle right now. But yeah. All right, listen, y'all. Darrius Casey is here, aka fix your credit, fix your life. So Darrius, give us a quick bio of who you are, and how you got into the whole credit thing, the stocks thing, and then from there you can start giving some information to the folks in the chat room.
Okay. Well, first, it's always good to speak to my good uncle. You actually, this is someone who Troy, Uncle Troy is actually someone who, he had me a lot when I was a kid. And, I remember, I tell my friends this story all the time. You had one of the jobs you had when you were delivering the papers. And we had the van, you had the two vans, and, you taught me this early in life. You taught me, assets over liabilities. You had two vans, and you said for sure, these vans are going to make me some money. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I remember that so vividly. You know, we had thousands of newspapers piled all the way up, and I was underneath the pile, and we were just going house to house. You know, we were up at what 4 in the
Yeah.
morning. Four.
One. We started at one, baby. We
Yeah,
started
1
at
in the
one.
morning, and we
Yeah.
didn't finish till like 4 or 5 in the morning. So this was early on in my life, and then so football came after that, and I played, was good in little league. I was good in high school. I was blessed enough to play in college. I've traveled around almost everywhere. Being able to play football. I went from Atlanta Sports Academy, from Atlanta Sports Academy to North Dakota State College of Science in Wapaton, North Dakota. So I got a little bit of that Midwest, from the South to the Midwest. I went from the Midwest. It was super cold. So I went from North Dakota to California, and then from California out there in Northern California, I went from Northern California and finally received a scholarship out of junior college to play football at a HBCU in Raleigh, North Carolina. St. Aug, great place, man. It's a great place. A lot of celebrities have currently just graduated from St. Aug. I tell a lot of the young guys who I know through, we have a big family for the most part now, and a lot of our family do different things. So I always run into the younger
Mm-hmm.
guys and tell them, it's never too late to go back to school, even if you don't know what you want to go to school for.
Mm-hmm.
Just get away. And St. Aug, one of those places that give you an opportunity if you never had an opportunity. So, I'm blessed for all the places that I've been. But outside of all of that, I'm still currently a free agent football player. I actually have to travel to Arizona the end of this month for an indoor football team training camp. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but outside of that, right now I've been living off of and teaching others how to live, how they always dream to live, through credit and with credit. I got introduced to credit in college recently, like I want to say a year ago. I was sitting in my apartment in North Carolina, and just
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure it out. Just being like, what if football don't work? And at the time, I had my 1-year-old Kingston. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just trying to figure it out, and I just knew that I wasn't gonna do anything to be taken away from my kid or my family, or just to cost me my freedom. So I had to figure something out, and I came across a mentor, Dear CEO and Haitian CEO on Instagram, two Black kings who also live um, off of and learned how to build their credit, scale that money to turn that into more liquid, and just live how they always dreamed it. I took a mentorship that cost me $1,500 from a Dear CEO. It was 4 classes a week for a whole month, teaching me how to repair my credit, the process of it, how to build my credit, and how to go out and get funding, not only for personal but for business also. Learning how to build the LLC properly, forming the LLC to get the maximum capital that you can get through each LLC. Um, Recently, last summer, I want to say, I repaired my credit. My credit was horrible. How my mother. My
Yes, I know
mother.
your mom.
We all. So my credit was bad. My mother didn't. I want to say my mother didn't personally set me up properly to live off of credit, because being raised how we were raised, and the environments that we were raised in, it was more so you want to stay away from credit. You don't want to owe anybody any money. You don't want to have to, you don't want to not be able to pay them the money, and you don't, just the wrong messages. You know what I'm saying? Not actually on the level of, hey, you get your credit right and you can start you a business.
Mm-hmm.
You get your credit right, you can own you a business. You get your
Right.
credit right, you can do whatever it is that you had your mind set on doing, but felt like you couldn't afford to get it done when it's right here in front of you. And so basically, man, just my life has been just a bunch of ups and downs. But I'm thankful for it, man, because God led me. I even was doing day trading, and so day trading was a big thing. And at the time, being in the foreign exchange market, a lot of people turned that into like, hey, this is a pyramid scheme. But everything's about learning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is about being able to learn a skill set that you could just pass on to generations and be able to build on top of that.
I
So
got a question for you there, nephew. What do you get asked most about credit once you tell people, okay, well, I do credit? What's the first what's the first question they ask, and what's the most common question they ask you about credit?
the most common thing, well, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, the most common thing is crazy. A woman just asked me this yesterday. She asked me, "What is credit?"
I'm sorry, your phone was breaking up, D.
She
What you
asked
say?
me, "What exactly is credit? What can I actually do with it?"
Okay, okay, okay. And how do you respond to that?
I basically responded to her by saying, credit is basically your lifeline. It's your lifeline. It's how you get approved for everything. It's basically how someone can judge you without even seeing you.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's damn true. Yeah, that's very, very true.
You know, you,
Now,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
No, no, I was gonna ask you about the credit score. Like someone like me, maybe 3 years ago, my credit score it fell a little bit because I ran into some issues, right?
Right, right, right.
And it dropped down from where it was, and then I paid this credit company to basically get me back to where I was. But
Yeah, man.
how would you have helped me out if I would have got to you first?
Well, this is my thing. I'm honest. A lot of these credit, whatever they call themselves nowadays. A lot of people.
Credit
It,
repair company, yeah, they
yeah,
cost your uncle some money, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So a lot of times, my mentor's mentor, Haitian CEO, he says every day, success has receipts. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the type to show you first, like, hey, this was mine, this is my girlfriend's, and this is my mother's, and you see what I do. So that's that. And then secondly, I wouldn't promise you anything. I would
Mm-hmm.
my thing is to let you know what you're getting yourself into. I'll tell you up front, hey, look, do you want me to swipe your credit report to zero? Because we can find all the flaws in the credit report, and then a lot of
Okay.
people say, hey, well, everybody has questions like, is this legal? Is this illegal? Is Everything's
Mm-hmm.
legal? Everything's
Mm-hmm.
legal. Everyone makes mistakes. So with that being said, everyone has to be held accountable for their mistakes. So, and this is where credit repair comes into play. Or I tell people all the time, learn how to do it yourself. You can pay someone to do it, or you can learn how to do it yourself.
So, are
Okay.
you like
Mm-hmm.
more of a financial coach? By the way, salute to you, brother. My name is Major Key Boxing.
Yes, sir.
I'm really good friends with your uncle. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? And no, I was looking forward to you coming on because he's always supportive of my family, and I'm always supportive of his family. Talk to his mother on the phone, all of that. So, good dude, really good dude.
Yes,
So,
sir.
pleasure to have you here. But
Yes.
so I'm just asking, so is it more like a financial coach? Are you like pretty much because I'm into finances as well. So I know at one point what I was doing was I was helping people like look at their different type of accounts. For example, like your insurance here, your insurance there, your insurance here, and then kind of like try to save them money on all of that, and then put some money into like a Roth account or some kind of IRA or even like what you were saying, like in some type of investment. Uh, like, can you elaborate on that?
So yeah, so first, I appreciate you, what for the welcome and all that. God bless. But nah, me personally, man, I give advice, but all I do is, man, I repair your credit. I can help, you know, lead you to the promised land. I can repair your credit. I can help form an LLC for you and point you in the direction to get the bag. I can help it structure it the perfect way, how it's supposed to be structured, let you know exactly what the banks are looking for, and then it's up to you to take it off from there or not. But as far as like taking people money and things like that, nah, I don't do that. I don't do nothing like that. But I do repair credit. I help
So
people their credit, fix their credit report up, and I get them the bag.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate you answering that question.
No doubt.
Okay, Darius. Okay, Darius, take us through the steps. Like if I come to you and I said, okay, my credit score
You want to
was
do it yourself? If you came to me and said, nephew, hey
yeah.
man, I want to repair my credit by myself, what do I do? First, I would tell you this. I would say first, make sure you download all three. You have access to your credit report from all three credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. That's first and foremost. Secondly, I would make sure that you have your physical ID and your physical social security card. Then I would have you fill out a CFPB. That's basically, I'm sorry. First, I would have you filling out a fraud report, so you can. Oh man, sorry. This is one of my clients right here. I'm so sorry. But damn, my bad, Uncle. I was sorry. Where was I?
Okay, go ahead and take the call if you have to, and then come back on, man.
Okay, one second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you was talking about a CFPB report.
Yeah. And I see your questions in the chat and all that. So once he comes back on and he finishes what he's talking about, I'll ask him. I'll take. Ask him
Salute to everybody in the chat, by the way, man.
Yeah,
That's important.
thank y'all for hanging on. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead,
sorry,
nigga.
guys. Where was I?
Talking about some CFB or something.
Okay, yes. So, make sure you have access to all three of your credit scores from all three credit bureaus. Then make sure you have a physical copy of your ID, a physical copy of your social. Then you fill out what we call is a fraud identity report. Basically stating that you are a victim of fraud, because as you look at your credit scores, you'll see that they'll use your name differently. You'll have multiple addresses, all those different things, which shouldn't be on there. If you don't go by Mr. Graham, it should say Mr. Graham or Mr. T. Graham, or you know what I'm saying? Different names. That's wrong. So that's not you. Therefore, your identity was stolen. So then from there, you'll fill out a CFPB for each credit bureau, file that complaint. You'll have a template, and you'll basically say, "Hey, TransUnion, my name is Mr. Troy. My name is Troy Graham. I've noticed these mistakes on my credit report, and I'm currently in the process of trying to get a new home, and these fraudulent accounts would pretty much mess me up with my chances of getting this property. Can you please remove the following fraudulent things?" I filed the FTC report, and I have a picture of the affidavit attached to this letter as well, period. And you would send that to TransUnion. You would send that to Equifax. You would send that to Experian.
Yeah. I have a follow-up question on that one. So is the fraud that because the CFPB report that you were mentioning, is that different from a dispute, or is it like a completely different thing?
So it's all one. The dispute letter is what you are disputing. A lot of people try to dispute things through the app, which is completely wrong, and a lot of times it doesn't work. Sometimes it does, and some people say, "Hey, well, it says I can dispute it at this date." You can dispute anything whenever you want to dispute it. You just don't want to dispute things that you're still currently using or paying on, unless you want that account to be removed. But yes, to answer your question, they are two different things.
Perfect.
Okay, Darius, go ahead. You were giving some information, but go ahead and keep giving the information out. Go ahead.
What was I speaking about? I'm sorry. I'm looking at
credit repair, pretty much. You're
Yeah,
talking about credit
you saying,
repair, and you go lead to how you get the bag after you tell them how to repair the credit.
So now what you've done after you sent the dispute letters and you filed your fraud report, you filled out your CFPB, and you've sent your letters out, you can also go the extra step of printing the letter out and mailing it as well. So now you've sent it in, two different ways. You'd have results. Man, honestly, Uncle Troy, man, I've had people have results in 6 days, and I've had clients that have results in 30 days. But you'll get your results. And then from once you get some results, Now, just in the process, let's talk about how to properly get ready to receive the bag. So now what we do is we don't have a bank account. Okay, let's go to a Navy Federal. Okay, we don't have family members that, who either was a Navy Federal member or, well, the bank doesn't know that. So what we do is you can go online and fill out a Navy Federal account, say that, someone in your family was a Navy Federal member, but, they're deceased now. So they'll let you get an account now. Now you're a member of Navy Federal. Now what you do is, say if you have $250. Let's say 500. Let's say 500. Let's make it good. You have $500 now. Now, what we do is we sit $250 in your savings account, right? Let's say we sit the other 250 in the checkings account. Let's say we just, we have a job, right? We have a job. We're speaking on, we have a job. We have checks coming in. So let's go ahead and connect our Navy Federal account to our pay period or whatever the case may be. Or if you have cash and you don't know what to do with the cash, you have a bank account now. Let's slowly feed our bank account. So we show transactions of money coming in to the bank account. Now what we do is we can do it for 30 days or we can do it for 60 days. But on that 30th or 60th day, after we've built the relationship with the bank, Navy Federal, we now go fill out for a line of credit and they will give us the bag. Why? Because we have formed a relationship with this bank. That's one. Two, we have a good credit report now. We don't owe anyone any money. It doesn't show that, we have outstanding balances, late payments, anything like that. So now Navy Federal, who is a very generous bank, will offer you a bag. Anywhere between, I've seen anything between 5K to 20K with okay credit. I'm talking about a 680.
And you said a 680 is okay credit. So what exactly is good credit then?
I would say good. Put it like this. Okay, 680. Because that's when you can start getting some money. If you haven't, because sometimes, credit scores always go up and down, for various reasons. But I would say okay, 680. Good, 720. Great, 8. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's all about getting the bag. It's all about how you're structuring your report. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, a lot of people are afraid to go and ask these people for money when that's the best thing in the world is to use someone else's money to fund your goals, whatever the case may be. You can use credit to turn your dreams into reality if you do it the right way. If you do it
Okay.
the right way, if you do it the right way and you follow through, it'll work. It'll
Okay.
work.
Now, I have some people in the chat. I see.
I can't see the
Uh
chat.
okay, well, I can. Guido. There's a brother in Guido in the chat who I know. He's a good dude. Guido wants to know how do you leverage, how do you leverage your a good credit while having a good score? He said.
How do
I
you
guess it
leverage
would.
good credit
Yeah.
while having a good score? First off,
Yeah. I guess how you use your credit, to benefit you. I guess was the question.
how do you use your credit to benefit you? Well, this is the thing. The What a lot of people do is they're using their cash to pay for things. When you use your cash to pay for something, you aren't getting anything in return. So if me and you, Uncle Troy, was to go out to dinner and the bill is $600, and you and I both, everybody's whipping, not even just you and I, anybody, it's a couple of us, and everybody starts whipping out cash, I would say, hey guys, let me use my credit card to pay for this. And one would ask, why do you want to use your credit card to pay for this? Aren't you gonna have to pay that off? Well, this is the thing. If we pay with cash, we don't get any rewards or anything for that. But if I pay this $600 bill with my credit card, I get rewards for this. Now, this $600 meal that I just paid for with my credit card for everyone just paid for me a free night somewhere a free flight somewhere, free just anything, you know, more money. You don't you It's no other place in the world and no other thing in the world that would trade you money for money but credit. That's it. Why would I pay cash with this? If I have good credit and I
Now,
have oh go ahead.
okay, yeah. Let me just jump in here and say, I actually put the link out there for anybody who might want to jump up and ask him just a straight question. And Guido, if you want to jump on and ask him a straight question, because I don't know if I got your question right or not, just go ahead and just go ahead and hit the link and jump on. And we got a guy here, Smoke. Yeah, Smoke knows about finances too. So I would love to have Smoke jump up here and have a conversation with you himself, because he knows about finances. Even though I give him a harder way to go, he definitely knows about finances and things like that. But let's say you run up on someone who's never established credit, and they could be whatever age they are. They could be 18 from 18 to 81.
Yeah.
How would you help them establish credit?
Well, first we fix their credit report. Look at their credit report.
No. They've actually never had credit before.
Nothing.
Period. Yeah.
Nothing. All right. So we would get a bank account. Let's start by first forming a relationship. Let's form some type of relationship, because life is about relationships, and the same for these banks. So what we would do is let's get you a bank account. From getting a bank account, now what do we do? Well, you don't have anything. You don't have a car in your name, anything like that. But we have a bank account. That's a start. Now we can go get a secured credit card. We can get a secured credit card, and a secured credit card might even be, hey man, you got to put $200 down on this card, and that's your limit. $200. It's getting you somewhere. Now you're starting to build your credit. And what you do is, with the secured credit card, there are two dates. You have a date that your bill is due for your card, your secured card. Then you have a date, the report date. The report date is when whoever you're having a relationship with, Discover, whoever it is, reports your amount to the credit bureau. And that is how your credit score changes and shoots up. A lot of people don't know that it's 2 dates. They think that, hey man, if I pay my card, my amount due, which is $60 on, if I have a $300 limit card, I spent $100, only got to pay $30 to the card. If I pay the $30, I'm okay. No, you're not okay, but you're not in danger either. Long as you don't miss that payment, and you find out when the report date is for the rest of that money, just to make sure that when they report to the credit bureau, it shows that you paid in full, your score will shoot up. And then what would happen? They would raise your limit. Well, that's a secured card, so they won't raise your limit yet, but your report would be lovely. You're building that relationship. But that's what we would do first. Get you a bank account and get you a secured credit card.
Okay, good. And now we're gonna take it to the other side. Let's say you have someone who's middle-aged person like myself in their 50s, and they want to repair their credit, and they want to start making some money. How would you go about helping that individual?
Well, first I would ask them what would the vision be like? If you wanna do you wanna help? Do you want to just repair your credit and then do your thing, or do you want to repair your credit and learn how to repair other people's credit? You know what I'm saying? So so I need you. Yeah, I would have to have you answer that real fast, Uncle Troy.
Okay, well, let's say, yeah. Let me see how I could sharpen that question up. Yeah, I told you that they're middle age and they fell back a little bit on their credit,
Right.
and they want to basically start a business right now, like a little business,
Okay.
but they need credit. So how would they go about doing that?
So is the credit good or bad?
Average.
Average. All right. And another question is, does this person already have an income?
Yes.
Okay. And another question, does this
Yeah, but
person
Darrius,
already
hold
have
on
a
one second, because we got Guido on the panel. He's the one that asked the question about how to leverage your credit, but I don't think I worded it right. So let him ask you the question, straight.
Hey, what's up, Sean? Salute. Hey, how you doing, Mister? What's your name again? How you? I can't hear you. Troy, you're mute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I was telling you that your volume is kind of loud, Guido. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. I'll try not to. Can y'all hear me good though?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on?
All right. Yeah, so I was just basically saying, like, if you got good credit, right? Like, how do you leverage? What's the best way to leverage your credit card? You know,
If you
that's
have
what
good
I was
credit.
just saying. Yeah,
Oh, if you have good credit, the best way
yeah.
to leverage your credit cards. Do you
Mhm.
have credit cards already?
Yeah.
Okay, so the best thing for you to do then is to you. What are you using them for? Is the question. Are you using them for, like, to use to build your business, to invest in, just to live off of? Because honestly, the best thing to do with good credit is to go get the
Mhm.
bag. Is to go get the bag, use the bag to do something with it, and just keep paying the money back, because it's just going to be recycled over and over again. If you have good credit, if you have a bank account that showed a nice steady flow of cash, go get that bag, man. You're leaving a bag out there. Even if you don't need it, everyone would love free money, you know?
Yeah. And that's one thing I came here because I know I got good credit. I just want to know, like for example, right? If I want to buy a house, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, do I need a better job? Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know?
Do you need a
So,
better
so they
job?
can afford to pay it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So this is the thing, man. It just depends on exactly what you're doing. But I'll tell you this for sure. If you have good credit, and you have a good shown steady income, if you have a strong credit score and a strong credit report, you'll get that home, bro. You'll get that home for sure.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you'll get that home. Don't it's the thing is, a lot of people, some people feel like, they don't need credit because they have a good steady income. But the thing is, why are you don't trade your cash for no value. You know what I mean? Don't do that. Don't keep paying people cash and get nothing back in return. I would much rather pay everything with my credit card and use my debit card to pay my credit card and get rewards for that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've been learning a lot about that, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
like,
you know,
and
it does help. It does help, you
oh
know?
yeah, it's crazy. It's a different life. And even, like, so what I was saying, I was traveling for school and things like that. So when I just learned about credit a year ago, I'm a free agent football player. I actually was in the draft last year around this time. So, I went to Texas. I flew to Texas for an All-Star game. And man, I'm an Amex member. It's a lounge in every airport. I never knew this. It's a lounge. You eat for free. You drink for free. You don't have to wait in TSA lines. It's a different life that people don't know about, and I wish everyone would start to educate themselves more on credit now more than ever, especially with recessions coming up and things like that, man. It's a bag out there for everyone, man, and everyone just needs to understand that they need to stop trading their cash for no value and start using their cash to pay for their credit card, and use your credit card out here to pay everything, your bills, your food, everything. But when you get the bag, right? We're talking about personal credit right now. We aren't even talking about what you can do once you fix your personal credit. You fix your personal credit, and then now you can personally guarantee everything for your business, your LLC. Even if you don't, you can use an LLC as another social security number. That is how you get the bag, man. I'm not sure of any nationalities or anything like that, but me, as being an African American, I know that I've been led not wrong, but I've been seeing different as I matured as a man and started to grow and started to, just to go down different lanes in life. I've realized that I've been behind, and we've been behind as African Americans. A lot of times in in different, not even just African Americans, but with for me, speaking for my people and my culture, it's like, I know for sure that where I grew up, it was never a young man to come through a boys and girls club or just come through the community with a poster saying, "Hey man, fix your credit, get a 690 credit score, you can get X amount of dollars to go ahead and do this. You want to start a clothing line? You want to start you know, a food truck, you want to do this, you want to do that, man, fix your credit, go get the bag from them, use the bag to do exactly what you wrote down in your plan, and give the bag back to them, and then the bag will be now able to be reused again. It just makes too much sense. It just makes too much sense, man. If you have good credit, I would tell you to go get the bag.
All right. All right, cause I'm planning to do like getting. If I was to buy a house, I'd probably like make a real estate out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So I probably, there's a lot of things, but I just want to do like step by step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I just want to learn how to do it first, and then, I just buy a property, and then I'll probably sell it.
Yes, sir.
I probably rent. Let's say if I was to buy 4 rooms, I probably rent 3 rooms.
Yeah, man. Hey,
You know
just
what I
think
mean?
about this. Think about this too. So one of my good buddies, that's what I'm working toward to like finding different areas in the city at this moment. But one of my good friends and mentors now, he actually has shown me a crazy game plan, and it makes too much sense. So think about this. You said those 3 rooms, right? You would rent each of the 3 rooms out. Well, just think about being able to put those 3 rooms on 3 different floors, add in a bathroom and a kitchen. Now that's an apartment. Now that's 3 different apartments. That's a duplex. That's about $1,300 from 3 of them a month. Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Hey, hey, what city you from? You in Texas? You said, I believe.
Oh no. I'm in
No.
Baltimore.
Oh, Baltimore.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Cause I was thinking you was in Texas. 'Cause Texas, they got a lot of nice homes out there. And you
Yeah,
can get them
yeah,
for a
that's
good
true.
price in Texas. So a lot of people are moving in Texas and
Yeah.
Florida, I believe too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy in Texas. Yeah, I was in Texas for an All-Star game for football. Uncle Troy is crazy because Malcolm just called me. That's hilarious. But no, yeah, I was in Texas for a football game, for an All-Star game. But it's definitely cheap in Texas. It's cheap here in Baltimore too. And it's crazy because a lot of guys, man, it would be amazing just to see, everybody being able to eat off of a piece of the good Lord's land, and it's all here for us. But everybody just isn't understanding how to go ahead and get them a piece.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the school system never taught us how financial. They never
Never,
taught us how to. We
never.
was always I'm not saying not only the black community, the Spanish community,
Oh, for
everybody.
sure. It's hard
We
for
they never taught us this shit. You know what I'm saying?
never.
How
They
to make
never
money,
taught.
how to say all that shit. So
You know what they teach you in school?
yeah,
They teach you how to work for someone else. That's what they teach
yeah,
you. And
Yeah,
it's crazy
exactly. Though
because
they teach
that's,
you how to go to school, then they
yep,
teach you how to get a job or find a career and go
yep.
from there. But Darius, I'm going to say this right. Go ahead and answer that question I asked you about. Someone who's in my age group. When they starting over basically, and their credit is fair,
Starting
but
over.
they starting over, but they definitely want to start making some money as well. So they want to get their credit back up, and they want to start. Let's say they want to start a little business, right?
Yeah.
How did they do both? How did they get their credit score back up, and how did they use that to actually say get a loan or whatever the case? I don't really want a loan, but
Yeah,
how do
no
you go
loans,
about?
all credit, no loans.
Okay,
So
credit, right?
okay, so basically, first thing they would do is repair their credit. They repair their credit. Remove all the negative items, late payments, charge offs, um, repossessions, uh, evictions, remove it all. Remove any old addresses, remove any old phone numbers, remove any names that would be anything that is not who that person is right now, who the name they go by right now, the address they live at right now, addresses that they don't. You got to swipe it. You have to swipe your credit the proper way, remove everything that is not belonging to that person. They repair their credit. That's first. Secondly, now they find them someone to have a relationship with, a bank. You go get a bank account. You sit money in the savings account. You let that money sit. If you have access to more funds, you deposit those funds and you sit it in there. Shows a flow of income. Now what you do is you get a secured card, or if you properly formed your credit report the proper way. Say, I'll give you an example of myself. My credit score was 530. When I repaired my credit score, I wish I could actually share my screen, but because I could show, but my credit score was 530, and once I repaired my credit, it shot up to 736. So I went from 500 credit score to 736, but I wasn't in.
Darrius,
Yes,
are you on your phone or are you on your laptop?
I'm on my tablet.
A tablet,
My
okay?
iPad.
Because you could probably you could pull up the same thing on your
Oh,
phone.
I can share my screen right here. Actually, hold
Right,
on.
right. And then you just come on camera and show, and then show the information.
Yeah, I got you. 1 second.
And I gotta pull out Darrius at about 2:30. All right.
All right.
So yeah.
But yeah, so what he would do is, I'm still going to show you guys show you guys exactly what I did to my credit. But so basically what he would do is he would fix his credit first, and now to build his credit, he would go to build a relationship with the bank. And then from there, what he would do is, if the credit score is good enough, if the report shows good enough, we could even apply. It's different. There's so many different. So I can't give you guys too much of my sauce, but I personally have a list of secret lenders with, it'll show you the exact credit score you need to be able to get a certain amount from these people. It's so many different banks out there that you don't even need a secured card sometimes. Sometimes if you apply at the right time, which would always be 2 to 3 in the morning, you'll get a good amount of money. You'll get a good amount of money and be able to do something with it, but you need a bank account. You need a bank account. That's what I would say. Fix your credit, get a bank account, and then start to be able to build that credit. Get a relationship, form relationships with banks.
Facts, and that's what I'm encouraging all my family members or fans to get their credit right, so they could get that,
Yes.
Credit is important, with good credit, you can get a nice apartment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's certain places that you need credit. So, yeah, man, I really appreciate that information you're giving out, man. For real.
1 second.
You
So
gotta get a little closer because you can't read it. It looks.
you see it?
Okay, so what are you showing? Are you showing the credit? Okay, your credit score. I got you.
Do you guys see that? How it says it jumped 132 points?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
That is very rare. But it's only, I did this personally myself. Now let me show you guys another screenshot. 1 second. Right here is all the things that I got removed. I don't know how to. All the things that I got removed from my credit report. And I'm gonna read them to you since you guys can't really see it. 1 second. I had owed, apparently, Verizon a lot of money removed. Comcast, a lot of money removed. And then a bunch of different things, different inquiries, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because Uncle Troy, exactly. It's funny why you
You know why I'm laughing about
Yeah,
that
I know.
Comcast and some of the other stuff. I ain't gonna say
I
nothing. You
know.
go
That's
ahead.
why it's funny, and it is crazy. But see, and that's the thing. That's the thing, man. A lot of people think it takes forever to fix your credit. It takes forever to be able to get a bag. No, it doesn't. It takes discipline, and it takes patience, discipline, and patience. That's it. That's all, man. Just gotta trust the process. And I don't know. I can't see how many people are in here and things like that. But I'll say this to you guys, man. If you guys can reach out to me, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be, just let me know that you guys was on my uncle's live on here today. And man, if you guys want me to help you guys repair your credit, man, I'll do your whole credit sweep, all 3 credit bureaus. I'll swipe it down for you guys for $300, man. and you guys would have to let me know that you were on my uncle's live today, because I don't really open too much.
Darrius, it's called the Troy Graham Experience.
Oh yeah. I should have known that. I watched the one with Malcolm. Malcolm, man, that man's hilarious. Malcolm's crazy, man. Yeah, the Troy Graham Experience, man. And I thank you for having me today, Uncle Troy. I know we were supposed to get all of us on here, but you know, that's gonna be kind of hard.
That'll come in time, man. That'll come in time.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
I
just
was.
spoke to Zion on here the other day.
Yeah,
I'll send you the video. I'll send it to you.
yeah, man. But yeah, man, it was definitely though, man. Anybody that's even if you're in middle age, whatever the case may be, it's never too late. It's never too late to do anything in life. You just have to start. It's only too late if you never start it. If you never start the process.
Hmm.
That's it.
That's right. Yeah, it takes discipline. That's all it takes. Discipline and patience.
That's all it is.
Like,
Man. But it's crazy
hmm
because my Uncle Troy taught me these things, man, when I was younger. Just don't Uncle Troy, you definitely taught me, like, if you're gonna buy something, man, get your money's worth, have it make you some type of money, and damn sure know how to you know how to fight, man. So my uncle taught me this a long time ago, man, and it's just crazy that I just needed some polishing up a little more, but we always had the mindset of financial freedom. It's just about being around the right community, being in the right community, and what I mean, being able to water your mind properly. That's all it is. But credit is
yeah,
king. Cash is not king. Credit is king. And I will never let anybody tell me otherwise. I've even stopped day trading just to help people repair their credit because I like helping people get the bag. I feel like we all should be able to get the bag out here, man. That's all it is.
yeah, man. And I really appreciate you for dropping that info,
Yes, sir.
and for being generous. Because if somebody was to help me, I would have also helped them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
yes.
man, but I'm
Hey, I
about to
see.
head up, man. Hey, well, how can I reach to you? Facebook, you said?
Yeah, Facebook.
You active on Facebook, right?
Facebook, I'm active. Facebook, and my Instagram is
You got to tell them your name and all that on Facebook, Darius.
my name on
All right.
Facebook is Darrius Casey, DA2RsIUSCASEY. Instagram, Darrius Casey as well, or you can like type my username in, and it's
All right.
1DCasey_. Yeah, man, you guys can always reach out to me. I'm never, I'm no crazy celebrity or nothing like that. I'm human, but yeah, man. We anything you guys need, I don't do too much. I don't take people's cash. Only thing I do is repair their credit and help them get a bag, man. That's all it is.
That's what's up, man.
I won't invest anything for anyone. That's all up to you guys what you do with the bag.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
But try.
Give a little. Yeah, give a little history about your experience with stocks too. In the stock market.
Oh, so I wasn't in. I was so my best friend. He plays for the Cardinals. Ezekiel Turner. He's a linebacker. It's one of my mentors too. You need, just a sidebar. I feel like no matter the age or whatever the occupation, you need a mentor, just someone who's has a different view of life. But yeah, man. So I wasn't really in the stocks too much. That's actually his thing. So my stock investments is more on his side, but me personally, I day trade. It's like in the foreign exchange market. I was heavily into day trading, and even with that though, it was like, you have to learn something. I had to learn something, but I made decent money in it, but I wasn't disciplined with money at the time. I more so didn't use money as a tool. I was just, trying to make a quick buck or, trying to get rich overnight. So sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But when I started gaining some discipline, I understood that it was about taking it day by day, and it's just a life thing too. I just was able to start taking it day by day, so I was okay with making $40 that day in the foreign exchange market because I made that $40 from laying in my bed, just right after saying my prayer. So I was okay with that, and I had to learn that it was just about piling it up, letting it add up, letting it add up, letting it add up till you hit a goal. It wasn't about making thousands of dollars every day. Don't get me wrong. It was days that I made $2,000, $3,000. It was days that I lost if I made 6,000 in a month, it was days that I lost the 6,000 just because I believe that the market will now shoot back up after you know a crazy sell day. So it was just about discipline. So it was a crazy journey in there. I feel like I actually I might have lost way more than I've actually profited in that market. So I mean, that I started to feel like that wasn't really for me. But for some people it'll work. If that's what you want to do, if you want to take your time and actually, you know, learn a skill that you can trade every day. Actually, I lied. I won't lie to you like that. I didn't lose way more than I gained, but I actually didn't get rich off of, day trading. I'm not one of those guys that say, hey man, I made a bunch of money in the foreign exchange market. No, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I made more money applying for credit cards and obtaining that in credit, way more money than I did in the foreign exchange market. I made the most money of my life when I fixed my credit and then just started to build relationships with people.
Hey man, that's awesome to hear, man. Shit. Yeah. Hey Patricia, I want to thank you for having me in your platform. And Resident Casey, salute to you, man. I appreciate all the info.
Yes,
I
sir.
will reach out to you soon because there's a lot of things I want to say, but I don't want to say it on the air.
Yes,
you know,
sir. Yes, sir.
you know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, thank you guys. May God bless you guys. Sure, I'll hit you up after the show. All right.
Okay, Guido. Okay, Guido.
All right. All right.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right, sir. So we got 8 minutes, man. So I tell you what, man, I appreciate you coming on and giving all the information you did, right?
Uh-huh.
And as far as anyone that's trying to reach him and you didn't hear what he said about Facebook, his name is on the thumbnail. Darrius Casey, DRRIUS CASEY. And that same picture that I think I used for the thumbnail, that's the one that's on your profile or no?
I can't see it. 1 second. I mean, yeah, I can't see it. I can't even say 1 second. But
No,
yeah,
you were in all black. I think you went to your auntie's wedding, Auntie
oh yeah,
Temper's wedding. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that same picture is his cover picture on Facebook with him holding his son and looking all sharp and everything. So go on Facebook now. You can friend him, and basically, everybody can do some business. All I want to do is help, man, and that's something I instilled in him too. I didn't know he was listening all that much, but
hey, half
but
the time I was just trying to beat you in the video game, man. That's all.
yeah, and we got to dispel that lie. You didn't beat me by no 100 points, Neville. It was only 75. It was only 75. Uncle was tired that day, bro. You didn't beat me by no 100 points, man.
I tell you what, man. I tell people I tell Javier every day because we play the Xbox to this day, and I tell him if my Uncle Troy knew how to play this fight night, man, he would do you in, man. I'm telling you, that was our game right there. That was
yeah, because I had the knowledge, I just didn't know how to play the game. Yeah, because I think you were there that time when we lived. This is when we were in Freetown, and we were at the little center right there with the Boys and Girls Club or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And they were playing the old fight night, and I was coaching people off to the side like jab, throw right hand, and they were winning fights. And they were like, how did you do that? How did you do that? I just knew what I was doing, man. It had to be like 5 people that got off the game was like, how did you do that, man? Because I won 3 times in a row with you helping me.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Because I could fight for real back then, but Uncle Troy is more or less, he's he's an old sage now. He's an old monk. Yeah.
Hey, who was the one of the boxing dudes? Does he have a gym around here? I'm trying to get Kingston, and he's only 3. But
take him to Marvin. Marvin. 1217 West North Avenue. Umar Boxing, and just ask for Marvin McDowell, and tell him you're my nephew, and he'll tell you exactly what you need to do. He starts at 6, though. I mean, the age group, you start when you're 6 years old.
He can't start any earlier than that?
How old is he?
He's only 3, but I want.
No, we got to start when you're 5 or 6, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because I don't know anybody that takes when they're that young, but Marvin's program is great because here's why. They actually put him in the classroom first. And if you're having any problems with English, reading, or whatever the case may be, you have to get that done first. You have any homework you need to do, you got to get that done first before they teach you how to throw a punch, how to get into a stance, anything. Right?
Right.
Yeah, man, because all your cousins went through there. My 3 your three cousins went through there. They were doing good, but then they didn't have a love for boxing. They loved football and basketball and other things, and I didn't want to force my dreams onto them, right?
Yeah, I was with Malcolm yesterday, and he was just saying he wanted to get back into the gym and start boxing again. He said he was about to
No,
Darrius.
not right now. He got other important things to do. All I can ask you to do with your cousin, man, is just, well, you've been giving him a helping hand, but I talked to him about getting his CDL. So if you could put that in his ear,
Yeah, man,
yeah.
I'm trying to get a couple of trucks. Actually, I've been looking into
Hmm.
trucks so them boys can drive the trucks. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
but
actually
make sure and push him to get his license, man. The boy could drive. He just need a driver's license
yeah,
because you can't get your Class B or nothing else without a regular driver's license. And the truth is, he's such a free spirit that I think driving will be good for him.
yeah,
Because all he needs is a little boost and some support, just like the other cousin you have. That's Marcus. He just needs that boost and that support. And I talked to him on the phone, but I'm not physically there anymore, as you know, right?
yeah.
So just going from there, and then now we having a private talk live on there. But that's that's all right because I'm getting off here in 3 minutes. But yeah, let me thank you one more time, and go ahead and give out your Facebook and social media contacts one more time, and say slow this time. Say slow.
Can I type it into the chat?
Yeah. Let me see. Can you type in the chat? You should be able to.
Yeah, I'm about to type it in.
Okay, well just type it in there, and it'll stick and stay in there. And everybody could just see your name on the thumbnail, and most of these cats know me on here, so they could always reach out to me or anything like that. So.
I don't know if it went on there. I'm gonna
Hold on, I think I see.
put my Instagram now.
Oh, you in the private chat. That's the private chat. Only I can see that.
How do I send this to everyone? Wow.
You see, it's still going to the private chat. Let me see if I can help you out here. I can't copy it, but I'll just put it in there myself. Hold on. Darrius Casey, that's Facebook. Okay. Okay. Post, okay. Keep on typing and I'll just put it in there myself.
Oh, I'm just seeing these comments. Who's this lady? She said been telling people about the rewards.
No, that's Major Key. That's not a lady. That's the
Oh,
dude you spoke to.
oh, see
That's
now
the
my iPad's moving.
Yeah, that's the brother you spoke to.
Okay, we can.
1D Casey, right?
Yes.
All right, let me do this. That's IG. IG.
Yes.
Okay.
Underscore. Make sure you put the underscore at the end. Yes. United Airlines I used to send the club pass to people who said they didn't. Yes, man. But a lot of people don't know about those, man. It's very important. No, it's 1D Casey and then the underscore is at the end of Casey.
Oh, okay. Well, let me kill this off here then. There it is. I gotta take out something. Keep on talking. I'm gonna erase this off here if I can. I don't want to block anything because I can't block myself.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you for having me on. It's crazy because I was supposed to go on a podcast.
All right. I actually knocked myself out the studio. Isn't that funny? Off my own show. I kicked myself off my own show, then I had to come back in.
Wow.
It says I got a guest, but I don't see him. It's just me and you on here. But it's 2:30 there, nephew. I gotta go take out, finish seasoning up this chicken, and your uncle gotta get ready to take his afternoon medicine and get out this house for a little bit.
Yes, sir,
But
man.
in a few months, man, when I get more settled into my new home, I want y'all to come down and tell me what you think about it, and
In North
maybe.
Carolina, right?
Yeah. Maybe you might want to relocate and
Yeah, man.
check it out. Because I don't live in the countryside. I live in the city.
Yeah,
I
I'm
live
trying to go
close.
back to Raleigh myself, man. I'm trying to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back to
yeah. That's only an hour away from where I'm at, right?
Fayetteville.
Where?
Fayetteville.
No. I don't want to say where I'm at on social media, but that's only our way from where I'm at.
I'm thinking
Huh?
that we on FaceTime or something. I'm on my iPad. I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Yeah, yeah. But
And I'm talking.
man, let me tell you what. Next time I have you on, I'll try and get all three of you on this. All four of you, right? I
Yeah,
try
for
and get
sure.
all four of you on at the same time, and not so much to talk about life, but there's a subject I wanted to touch on with the brother that was shot, the rapper. What's his name again? Darius. From the Amigos.
Take off.
Takeoff. Yeah, I want to touch on that subject. I want to touch on I don't want to put everything out there because there's a lot of idea thieves out there. So, but
Yeah.
I
That's a
just want to turn on the lights, man, and y'all go about doing what you do. You know.
crazy topic right there, man. But all
Yeah.
right, Uncle Troy, I love you, man. Just call me.
All right, nephew, man. Same thing, man. Uncle Troy, love you too, man. And I'm proud of you, man. Very proud of you. All right.
Yes, sir. All right, Uncle.
All right, man. Yeah, man. To keep up with them cousins of yours, because they're good dudes. They're actually making that transition. They just need a guiding hand. And like I said, I'm on the phone, but you're right there. All right. All right, nephew. All right, everyone. That was Mr. Fix Your Credit. I'm sorry. I'm trying to open something up while I'm talking to y'all before I jump off here. Mr. Fix Your Credit. Fix Your Life. Darius Casey, aka as you heard him call me Uncle Troy. He is my nephew. Yeah, he's uh he's my first nephew. He's my first. I got quite a few of them, but he's the first one. He's 20 plus years old, and he's a single dad and all that, doing his thing. So proud of the young man. All right. So there you go, man. I'm very proud of him. Uh, very focused right now on what he does. The thing with him is, I know y'all can still hear me. Once he sets his mind to doing something, that's it. That is it. And I'm here, y'all. I'm just gonna cut this thing open, then I'm gonna jump offline. But I want to thank everyone that that came out, the folks in the chat, the folks who were listening and didn't come in the chat, and the folks that will listen to the replay and so forth. Just thank you, man. It means a lot that when you put this time out there, hallelujah, that people actually come by and gain a little something from what you're talking about. Because it's not always, I like to laugh, as y'all know, I like to talk boxing, as y'all know. But I can't do the shuck and jive thing all the damn time. I just can't do it. So, glad I got this other outlet here where I could share a little bit more of who I am. And I'm gonna keep putting on shows like this. I don't know what's next. I can't tell you what's next. I just know something is next. And when I know, you'll know because I'll put it out there. So bless up one and all. And remember the power of power of positive thinking will get you to where you need to be. Because the word problem is lowercase and positivity is uppercase. And you can push past anything if you're positive. So on that note, bless up and peace out. All right.